Accrual and duration. How do they impact the debt fund's NAV? Debt funds invest in a portfolio of debt securities such as CPs, CDs, bonds, etc. Each instrument earns a certain rate of interest, which accumulates into the fund earning a yield. This is called the interest income of the fund. Since the fund invests in the market, it obviously assumes a risk on its portfolio. This is called the modified duration. Now, the return to the investor depends on both the yield and the modified duration. Let's see how these two elements of risk and return come together. Assume that a fund's yield is 9.5%. This means that the fund earns 9.5 divided by 365, which is equal to 0.02 or 2.60 paise every day for every ₹100 invested. This 2.60 paise is the accrual income of the fund. The accrual income of the fund goes up if the fund earns a higher interest income. For example, if the yield moves from 9.5 to 11%, the daily accrual is 3 paise. On the other hand, accrual will go down if the yield goes down. Let us now see how changes in interest rate impact NAV using modified duration. Now, a change in NAV is equal to a change in interest into the modified duration. Assume that the fund's modified duration is 2. This means if interest rate changes by 1%, the NAV will change by 2%. In the opposite direction, NAV falls when rates go up. If the modified duration is high, say 3, the risk to the NAV is also high. We can actually link these two numbers. Assume that the interest rates went up by 0.5%. First, the NAV of the fund will fall by 3 into 0.5%, which is 1.5%. On ₹100, that is a loss of ₹1.5 in a single day. The fund was only making 3 paise a day. The fund will take 1.5 divided by 0.03, which is 50 days to make up for this loss. Debt fund NAVs are affected when rate changes unexpectedly. The fund's ability to recover from a fall in NAV will depend on its accrual and modified duration. If rates are going up, funds with higher yield and lower modified duration will be a better choice. Mutual funds are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.